Morning everyone, Joe here from Different Fins, and today I'm heading into Quetico Park for a day. I'm at the Nim Lake access right now. It's literally an 18-minute drive from my house. I timed it. I'm paddling 3 kilometers across the lake, doing a fairly long portage into Batchewaung Lake, which is in Quetico Park. And as I get in there, I'll tell you more about the park. I got some paddling to do. Here we go. Once I get around this corner, I have a headwind the entire 3 kilometers to the portage. So this should be interesting. Well, I made it across the lake against a heavy headwind. That didn't help. I have a long portage ahead of me. It's, depending on the source, 650, 800 meters long. But to be honest, I'm in not a great hurry to get to the other side. The wind is still blowing, but the forecast says that it's supposed to be calm, so I'm still hoping for a beautiful day. All right, now it's time to get walking. Hello. Hello, Quetico. While I'm waiting for the wind to die down, I'll get my fishing gear ready. Of course, because I'm portaging in, I'm packing lighter, so I brought a little travel rod. This is only the 3rd time I've ever used it. It's a 4-piece rod. If it don't fit inside of a suitcase, it's not a travel rod. It was hard to find a medium heavy action travel rod 4-piece. I actually bought this in New York City, and I've only used it in the East River and Long Island Sound. So this is the first time it's going to see fresh water. I got a reel in my bag and some 20-pound fluorocarbon, which I'm going to use for a leader so I don't lose any baits to bite offs. Another thing you want to do in Quetico Park, pinch all the barbs, because it's park regulation that you have to have barbless hooks and artificial lures only. You're not allowed having any organic bait. So as you can see, I'm windbound at the moment. The wind is still blowing, and it's coming directly at the beach where I'm about to launch. I still have high hopes though, because the forecast is calling for a calm afternoon and evening. It did say gusts in the morning, so I'm expecting this to die off. I'm just gonna wait it out, have some beef jerky, some trail mix, then we'll hit the water. Yep, these are the days I like to fish. You know, Weather Network says 5 kilometers per hour. This is what you get. Whew. Finally made it to the island. I'm just gonna fish the back side of it for a bit. A little bit of refuge from the wind, because it is kicking my butt right now. Story of my life though. The wind hates me, but it's mutual. I'm gonna try some more shore fishing because it's next to impossible to fish in the canoe right now. Fish. Oh, I had a fish. The wind has died down a bit. I stopped on this island for a break, I fished every corner of it and not one fish. Well, I had one bite and it got off. I don't know what it was, but one fish ain't enough. So I'm heading back out. Hopefully the wind isn't too much now. Do some trolling. Oh. Still there? Yep, fish on. What do we got? Of course it's a pike. Gonna jump? No? Not the biggest fish, but we're on the board. The switch paddle actually works really good for trolling, because as I switch sides, the direction's gonna change on the lure and there's a temporary pause. And then you paddle the opposite direction and it accelerates again. Sometimes that triggers a strike. Oh, fish on. What do we got? Bass. We got a bass. I didn't even see the hit. I just looked back and my rod was bent, but awkwardly or weirdly bent. Here we go. Bass. I was almost thinking about keeping that guy. I could eat almost anything right now. Next fish. There we go, fish on. Another bass. Come on. There we go. Oh, barbless hooks, they come out so easy. Unfortunately for this guy, I'm actually gonna take him back to shore, dispatch him, and cook him up. They look really healthy. Fish on way out here. Wow. Another bass way out here. It's got to be 50 feet deep right there. That's insane. Yeah, he got off. That's fine by me. I think I have everything set up for a shore lunch. I'm going to clean up that bass I kept. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to get the fire going. I got some beans on the grill. This grill I found, it was just lying here really. And a small pile of firewood. A couple rules in Quetico. You can only take firewood or harvest firewood that is fallen. You can't cut down any standing wood. And then the other rule is you're only allowed to have fires in a designated fire area. So you have to find a campsite like this that's set up by the park to have a fire. This one seems set up quite well. All right, let's get the flame going. Ooh, that was fast. How convenient is this? I'm not going to go through all the details, but one reason why people hate cleaning bass is because they clean them like they do their walleye. They'll cut through and slab the whole thing, cutting through the ribs. Bass have really thick ribs, so you kind of want to do the cut, go through the back, follow the ribs, and out. And then after that, it's just like cleaning a walleye. I cut the fish into little chunks. I'm going to batter that in a bit. But first things first, potatoes. I'm just going to do some French fry style cuts. Time for the fries to go in. I got my my nice little bass in there. The meat looks really good actually. And I'm gonna batter it. This is a trick I learned from Clayton Schick Outdoors, a fellow YouTuber out in Manitoba, Saskatchewan area. And it works really well. You put some mustard in with the fish, get it all squish it around so it's coated, and that'll help stick a lot more of the batter to the pieces of meat. So there you go. A shout out to a fellow YouTuber. Check his stuff out, he's got great stuff. So I got a little bit of mustard in there. You don't taste the mustard actually once it cooks. And this is just some generic grocery store fish batter, because I literally planned this trip like 2 days ago. Let's see if that coats it well. It's only one little fish, which is the right amount that I need. How's that look? Oh yeah, looks good. Okay, there's my fries. I'll season them in a second. Oh yeah. Starting to get hungry. I'm gonna need this energy to do that portage again. All right, and there we have it, folks. Got some fries, fresh fish, and some beans. That's camping food right there. Well, it turned out to be a pleasant day after all. Caught a few fish, had a good shore lunch. The wind is gone. Before I head home to the portage, which is, well, it's back over that way. I'm gonna go troll past these islands and that reef again. I'm gonna follow the shoreline back to the portage and put away the fishing gear, because then I'll have work to do. All right. Maybe I'll catch another fish. Let's see what happens. Oh. Fish on. Another little bass. This guy hit right as I saw these seagulls grab looked like a dead pike or something. Stay away from the seagulls, little buddy. Well, I'm officially out of the park, back on Crown land. I just finished the portage, which was pretty brutal to be honest. Double carry, 800 plus meters by myself. But I did it, it was worth it. Back at Nim Lake. I'm gonna paddle, and I'll see you on the other side. Well, that's it, folks. Back at the landing. I'm satisfied with today. Today wasn't about the fishing. It was more about the experience, the adventure, seeing someplace new, putting in some hard work and being rewarded for it. The morning was rough, that wind was brutal, but this beautiful evening made up for it. I'm happy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.